The main run for the lights is done. My saddles, it took me a minute to think through or figure out. Then I just said screw it and kind of did what I thought would work, and it's plenty good enough for me. I could have left them straight to where they were just floating and like all in a line, but I don't know, I liked them rolled up, tucked up against the truss better. The conduit, wow. On that one, because of the purlin actually being straight, looks okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see that far over there, but that one, the purlin is warped, so the conduit looks like crap. So that's a bummer, but the odds of lining up on a straight one are slim in here, sadly.
So Sam had a lot of going up and down the scaffolding to measure and then bend and install the last little bits of the conduit that he could reach with the scaffolding, and then it was finally time for us to pull some wire. So you've seen him install conduit in one of our other videos, so I'm not going to bore you with all of the ups and downs and the details of that, but it is a tedious process, and luckily that part is almost done.
We're getting started this morning. It's time to break out the little propane heater, but get the last wire thrown in the main breaker. Probably put the guts of the breaker panel in, I think for good, because obviously if I need to take it out again, it'd suck to have to pull the main wires out, and I can't think of why I'd need to take it out, so we'll just make some assumptions like usual and go ahead and move forward. I kind of want to run the wires to those two outlets just to say I can and did and whatever those words are. outlets, I guess the only two outlets, are all wired in. The lathe and the air compressor. Those are for my beginner testing trial, however word it runs. Got my ground. That's where I'll cut it for the first one, and the second circuit, just hopping on over to the second box. Obviously, need to get my receptacles in there. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta remember to order covers for that. So I'm gonna try to pull the power to the switch over there, which has 1, 2, 3, and a 45. So 45 degrees shy of max bends, but only power neutral ground. So the horrible one is going to be that guy. That's 6 travelers, neutral, and a ground. So 8, and I think the same amount. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 and a 45 bends is what I'm counting. You're allowed 4 90s, basically 360 degrees. So that'll suck. And then the one to my main run here should just be 3 powers, a neutral, and a ground. So back to easy. So we'll do easy, horrible, and then easy. And I still gotta run those strings, 3 strings for the lights up and over. I'm really debating on if I can get all this wired, just grabbing a scissor lift and see if I can hurry and knock it out in a 4-hour window. I just think it would be a whole lot quicker, easier, and I'm just kind of being a wuss and not wanting to try to get to the peak, so that happens. Okay, I'm gonna run my, well, see if I can even get the fish tape through all those 90s. It should go, that's what it's supposed to do. Gonna use awesome new fiberglass fish and hope that it will make it through our massive amounts of bends, because old crusty wire guy wouldn't do it.
So quick trip to the store.
Yeah.
Half hour later, we're back.
And close to an hour.
Was it close to an hour? I don't know what time it is.
It's not 22 so far. Miles quicker. Better. Quicker better, Randy.
Quicker better. So it's supposed to come out in this box if it all goes well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes me wonder if I should have done that way.
Oh. Oh, it's out! Do I pull it?
Yeah. Give me just a little bit.
Can you go back a little bit? Oh, never mind, I got it. How much do you want? Is this enough?
Yep.
Cool. Ta-da! That was awesome.
Oh,
Don't catch on fire.
What we need is 3. Ooh, fun enough. Set up for, and then I told you I didn't buy a whole bunch of these parallel. I think I'm only 1 wire shy my boy color, brown, orange, yellow, 14 gauge too.
Oh,
Because I need 8, right? 6 travelers, a neutral, and a ground.
yeah.
I guess I could run a 12 in there, but I don't want to. So probably instead, I could just return a couple rolls and do my travelers all the same color. Okay, watch out. Watch out. Iris. Watch out. Good dog.
You're cute, but I'm not gonna bend down and pet your belly. I'm just not gonna do it.
Purple. And then brown, orange, yellow. So, which color you want for power?
Purple power.
Those are my travelers.
Oh.
Okay, brown. Brown power.
So Sam made Iris a little house with a little bed for when she's out here hanging out when he's working. Because she likes to be where he is, as opposed to Daisy, who will not come in a building if she can help it at all.
Okay, Randy.
Okay.
Me tape.
Uh,
Captured myself. Yeah, I don't know whether to have you push or pull.
I will do whatever you tell me to do. Can you fit 3 of them in there?
Probably, but I just need one.
Oh.
If you get one solid, and then tape all his friends around him, theoretically they all grab together.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah. This will be interesting to see, because this is the easy one.
It's just the 3?
Yeah. Because we bring power, neutral, ground. Ground goes everywhere we go, but we need power and neutral. We'll break it across the 3 switches, power into the commons, and then 6 travelers out of those 3 switches, and then the ground goes along with it, and the neutral. So,
Okay.
one power turns into 6 travelers, and the other 2 go along still. Making this look difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's my superpower, man. It's gotta be enough, right?
I would hope so. If it's not, I don't know how to help it. So you want me to try to roll that up or push through the thing?
What the hell? Got my hand, Randy. I think let's try to have you pull so I can try to
Okay.
keep this off the walls and stuff.
Okay. So you're hooking up the neutral wire
Mm-hmm.
to the neutral bus bar,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know what those words mean, but I heard you say them, so.
Evidently, I can take the outer off without the inner. That's kind of neat. Neutral bus bar, big white neutral.
Oh, okay.
Ground bus bar, all greens.
Oh, okay. This green is ground the world around.
Exactly, Randy. Proud of you. I was trying to decide how to make it look neat and orderly the best, but we're gonna do it this way, and that's all I know.
That's more than I know. You do like all your wires to your fuses? No, breakers.
Mm-hmm. Mechanical fuses?
Is that what they are?
I should probably trim that off more, but
He did not give you a lot of room to work.
well, I don't know that I could probably come from the
Oh, sorry.
front side, but in my head it makes sense to tuck them back here away from the power side.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. That is awesome.
Like I said, I could probably find a way to make it straighter, prettier, but I'm not. Because as I tell Brandy,
It's not an art project.
Glad you knew what was coming there.
I learn a lot by listening to you.
A lot of useless. Not an art project doesn't help nobody. And I don't know why I have not used those, but now that I started, I can't. Should I make this one use the bottom? Use the bottom on both sides?
Sure.
Because symmetry. Because symmetry,
The
Brandy.
symmetry. Such a waste.
Mm-hmm. It is. I think you're saying that to mock me. Because you know how I hate wasting little bits.
I do.
Did I not back that off? Nope, nope I didn't.
That's fine.
Explains why it won't go in there.
Well, at least, you know.
I just installed it, so. Don't pinch his insulation. This will be neat. Technically, the breaker box will be done once I get this last wire on there.
That's cool.
The panel. I don't know which it's supposed to be called. I don't know why. I like to have a little stress relief down there.
Like a day spa or
That's what we're gonna call it now. Did I come from all the way back there? Can't hurt, right?
I know zero about this process.
Yeah, just make it look okay without being a art project. That's the process.
Okay. Well, you were doing a great job then.
I'll say somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
And hope that I don't end up too short. Yeah, just that much more.
Mm,
I'm just making crap up, Randy.
that's okay.
I didn't listen to that one. I did. I did.
So where is it going in there?
Here, let me turn my.
Oh,
Headlight
it's so
on.
bright. Oh, that's cool. There's a little thingy in there.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
says the wire goes in there.
Well, I don't know.
No, you do.
Now I do.
Oops. Oh, and this whole thing was fighting me. It was shoving the breaker just a touch too far in. That was kind of obnoxious. I don't like. Ground should be at the back of the box. Nope.
It's not an art project.
I think that's how that one's gonna be, Brandy.
It's awesome. So now the panel's done?
Yeah.
That's so cool!
Yeah, that's creepy. I don't know. They tell me how many inch pounds to do those, but I'm not sure that my hand is that calibrated.
You have to make the clicking sound.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do that. Click, click.
There you
Supposed to do it while you're tightening, probably.
go. Ours is a little delayed.
While we're checking,
Well, they're not gonna fall off, so.
no, but you probably don't want loosey-goosey connections and fire hazards and
Oh,
stuff.
that's true. We do not want fire hazards.
Now I feel stupid about that one flying up there all by itself, or not all by itself, but with its big friend.
That's okay. There's pairs.
Yeah.
Big one and little one.
Solo, pair, solo.
Yeah, I didn't see that one up there, but I see what you're saying there.
Neutral refuses to stay where he goes, but that's done.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Yay!
freaking amazing. And then my 100, which we're not gonna show that one guy, will take up another chunk of breakers.
Chunk of breakers. Awesome. Okay, so now what do you do next?
We chop that and get 3 pair of travelers, 2 measured out, and we'll pull one off the reel, and then a ground and a hot. Obviously use that. Oh no, a ground and a neutral. Whoopsies. So, oh, I put it in my pocket, didn't I?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna take that down just because then it looks actually done. I even vacuumed the inside when I was trying to vacuum string through that.
Wow. You vacuumed the string through it?
Through the 3-incher I did.
Huh.
I sucked that big rope with the grocery bag on it.
That's cool.
We did that back at school. The electrician,
Oh,
he actually had a fancy, I think they call it a mouse or something,
huh.
that you tie to the whole string and suck through.
That's cool.
And now it brings along the tube.
That's awesome.
I was trying to decide which. Oh, obviously, if I push from that side, we can pull from the same place here, and that would be nice.
Oh, okay.
Not have to move our ladder. Although, if we move it over there now, we have 2 we can pull over there. So, right there's plenty, right?
I would imagine.
Should tape on the other side of that so they don't go running off. Need to drop one of them though, so we'll just quit being silly.
Jeez. Hi, you want to come in? You want to come in? Oh, you're going to come in? Okay, cool. Your sister's here. Hi. You're so excited.
So I'll have all the, basically get it ready to pull.
Okay.
So push my tape across, get the measurement, and cut 2 pair, and put the thingies on, and yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. As you probably saw, I can't push the pull tape? Anyway, I can't push the thing to pull wire through all these bins, so I'm gonna chop in a box right there. I'll chop that piece of pipe out to where I can pull that coupler apart and that coupler apart and put all that together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably gonna have to pull a piece of conduit off to slide the box in, but I don't think there's any way we'd get the wires through without it, so that's what we'll do. I got the box cut in where I mentioned, so after a 90 and a 45, and after or before 2 90s, so split roughly in half. I'm gonna measure with my tape from that box to up here, and then from the other box to up here, so I can pre-cut my travelers, because I didn't buy 6 rolls of travelers, so I have to measure, or excuse me, pre-cut 2 pair, and then I'll just pull 2 off the reels. So hopefully I get them long enough and not too short, because then I just toast 2 pairs of wire. So I'm gonna do that real quick and get ready to pull this through and go from there. That leaves me with this light switch, which clearly is missing something. So I've got to decide or figure out how to pull that, because I want to drop, there's 3 different powers that will be in there, power lines, power leads, that'll be in there. I want to drop one at each one of those boxes, so I need 3 different lengths. And I don't know, I haven't decided how to do that yet. It shouldn't be that hard. I just need to know when to untape each one. So maybe I'll get that measured and wired. It's silly to keep putting it off. Oh, if I make the longest one, the one that I pull off the reel, then I can just cut each shorter one. Look at me go. Okay, I think I'll get that ready to pull. I don't know that I'll do it tonight, because it is ridiculously cold out there. I think it's like 22 degrees with a pretty decent wind. Our weather station says it feels like 8. So I don't want to make Brandy walk across when there's plenty other stuff I can do. Like starting to run at least that first stick of conduit to the next box. I think I'm probably resigning myself to the fact that I'll rent a scissor lift over the whole weekend, and that could be multi-purpose good, because I also need to get eyes in, what do you call them, ring light hangy thingies. How's that for a technical term? Lag bolts with eyes on the end, whatever those are actually called. I need to get those mounted. I could probably get some chain, and I could get a lot more done. And Pro Rentals is closed all weekend, so it's a day rate for the whole stinking weekend. Seems silly not to. And then I could backfill some of plug some of those holes up there that from the other side I couldn't quite get to. Again, I couldn't reach, but patch those up to make sure birds and mice or whatever don't come through. There was a mouse in here the other day, just random fact. I had left this brace, plug I should say, out. Notice how I plugged between the tin on all those. I'd left that one out to run an extension cord and not have to have the door open. I'm hoping that's where he came in, but Iris took care of him nice and quick and easy. So, anywho, I think that might be close to it. I'll get my next wire ready to pull, so then maybe tomorrow we can get that pulled. It's Tuesday, get that done Wednesday. It kind of stinks to burn, maybe not waste a day, but I'm sure there's something I can find to do. Maybe get those first sticks up and figure out the eye bolts and stuff that I want to do. One conundrum I haven't figured out yet, the cords for the lights. That shows you how cold it is. Wire picks up light when it's bent. So cold it won't straighten. The cords are, I think, 5 feet long. So it's probably plenty good for the ends, because that's probably not 5 feet from that box to the bottom of the trusses. So, what was I saying? The cords are plenty long for that one, and the one that will be over me right here. The two middle ones, I can't decide whether to buy some more cord and make them longer or not. It seems like that'd probably be the intelligent thing to do. And then, I'm something. I hate just chopping that off, but I'm not gonna run 277 through that plug. I'm sure there's something against code to use a 120 plug for high voltage. Well, I'm sure the receptacles aren't. There's not a receptacle that's rated for it. So anyway, I was just gonna hardwire them so I don't have to buy a whole bunch of receptacles. That seems like an absolute waste of money. So I'll have to chop that off. It's a shame to lose a nice molded 3-prong plug, but meh. Lights were cheap, Amazon Chinese lights. So I'm gonna get my wires ready to run. I don't know if you can see the bird. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Stinking woodpecker. Turns out I do need to get those holes plugged. I got a little BB gun that I thought would be perfectly fine with OSB, backing it up. So I was shooting pests out of the rafters, and Brandy says, "That's not gonna go through the roof, is it?" I says, "Oh no." So I stood up a piece of OSB and backed up 10 or 15 feet and shot it. Yeah, blows a hole right through the OSB. So this summer, I'm gonna wander around the roof and try to put some sealant on my boo-boos. I'm pulling my last run before my 3 light runs that I'm gonna wait till I get the lift for. I put a little plastic shim, maybe I'll hurry and take a short video of that, down there so I could pull past the conduit without stripping the wires. And I have quite the silly mess going on up here. So I just dropped off my first leg that's gonna go to this run, and I have all the excess pulling tape pushed to the next box, and way down there at the end you can see the fish tape hanging from the last box. So now I'm gonna try to pull, because I have to pull all of it. Well, I don't have to, but I need to pull all of it. It's smartest to pull all of it from here to up there to not have to pull through a whole bunch of bends. So I'm gonna pull till my next wire for the middle one comes up to the end. I'm gonna go tie off this yellow one, excuse me, blue one. It's blue, even though it doesn't look it on camera. Tie it off so it doesn't come with the rest of the herd. Tie him off, pull till I get to the middle one, and then tie him off. But the catch is, I have to cut him loose, but I want him over there. So I'll pull, once I get enough here to make it to there, then I'll pull that one and hope that I cut the wire long enough, because this one is strangely just about perfect on both ends. There's not a lot of excess. Yay for not wasting wire, but a little spooked that my next one might be short, because that would really suck to have to try to pull another one through there. Anywho, so I'll get you an update in a minute when I get the next wire, the middle wire, pulled up to here at least. Just a quick little shot of my funnel made out of the cap to that rigid that's outside. Cut it to where some of it's poked up inside the conduit, but the little outside ears don't let it get sucked all the way up in there. And hopefully the wire that I'm dropping off at that box up there doesn't try to go along and get kinked and make me mad. So we'll see where we get. Try to get blue guy pulled up there. So this is rather amusing, maybe only to me. Yay for videoing for Brandy. I mentioned that we'll get the blue guy pulled on up to the next box, and I get up here just before I grab it to pull. I'm like, why is the blue guy unhooked? And the yellow guy is still hooked up. It's because I made a mistake up here. So we'll switch and we'll drop the yellow guy off here and we'll take the blue guy on through. Yay for happy accidents.